Hey, everybody, guess what? We're back this afternoon and we're going to close out Small Business Friday with something that all small business owners need to know about. I'm so excited about this. I'm here with Mitch and he's going to tell us a little bit more about GigSmart. How's it going, Mitch?
Good, Donna. How are you doing?
Doing great, doing great. So, listen, it's Music City here. And so when we hear the word gig, we think about doing a gig, music events, but this is not what you're about. Tell us what GigSmart is about.
Yeah, so we started with the name, so we wanted to make gigging smarter, and so we knew that millions of times a day, small businesses, especially, they need workers. People get sick, they no show, or there's just a massive rush. And historically, there wasn't a great way to get those workers. You're calling family members, friends, Craigslist, whatever it was, or maybe you're using a temp agency. But most time those are going to take days. So we wanted to take a new approach and try and help solve this problem through technology. So we built a two-sided marketplace on your mobile phone. It can be used on laptop, phone, wherever you're at, to connect gig workers who are available looking for part-time work opportunities. Could be music, but it could be working in a restaurant, on a construction site, wherever. With businesses who are needing help. So you can post a gig, get applicants, hire them, pay them, track their time all through the app.
That's pretty incredible. Tell me how you came about with the idea of GigSmart.
Yeah, so I come from a family of entrepreneurs. So my parents actually ran an auto finance business in Cincinnati for 25 years. And, they had a lot of fun doing it. But a headache they had on day one to the day they retired was getting the people they needed. When business, fluctuations came of, hey, we need 10 more people in the next 2 weeks. There weren't great ways to do that, or people would no show. So they had this concept of, what if there was an Uber of labor, an Uber for workers, right? You've heard this millions of times. But ultimately, we saw the gig economy kept growing, and people were looking to do more than just drive. Obviously these companies, Uber and Lyft, they're huge and they're wildly successful, but many of the people who are driving for those companies have many other skills. They're great bartenders, they are great artists, etc. And we wanted to give them a more widely spread platform for opportunities, because we know that you're oftentimes more than one skill. You're many skills. So we built a platform with 3,000 plus skills on the app that you can sign up, add, and then you can get many opportunities with.
Wow. So if you're a small business owner, this sounds like an incredible resource to have. How do they access this and how do they take part of this?
Yeah, so you've got a few different ways to access GigSmart. You can go ahead and download the app on the App Store, and you can use the mobile app on your phone. You can also go to gigsmart.com, and there's a number of ways to get to the platform there, as well as read all the information we've got. You can set up a demo with a sales team member if you'd like. But ultimately, we built the platform to be self-serve. We knew that especially small business owners, they want to have the control, right? They're oftentimes running the day-to-day. They're doing 15 different jobs. And so we wanted to give them the control. So you can just get on gigsmart.com, click sign up now, build a profile within minutes, and go ahead and post your first gig for free. Posting is always free, and then get applicants oftentimes in under an hour. So there's many different ways to do it, but you can either just go straight to the App Store or the website, and it's a very quick process.
Yeah, so tell me about the obligation to the employer. You're saying that I could find someone to help me out for an afternoon or a day or a week. So what is your obligation at that point to that person?
To the worker as an employer?
Yes.
Yeah, so ultimately, we hope that you're posting with the intent to actually hire and pay that worker. We know things happen. Ultimately, we rely that, hey, if something changes and you may not need them for the day, just communicate. And you can go ahead and either change the date of the gig. We see that all the time. Hey, actually, things changed. Are you available, 2 days from now? And if the worker is, then we just go ahead and move the gig date. But all the workers on GigSmart are 1099 workers. And so there's no obligation. The workers are covered through occupational accident insurance and things like that. And then at the end of the gig, you pay them, you rate and review, and if it was a great experience, hopefully you hire them again, but there's absolutely no obligation to do so.
Wow. Wow. What has been the response from small business owners when they have used GigSmart? Because I can imagine that it would be such a helpful thing.
Yeah, it's we've actually had a feedback at sometimes that they don't know if it's real because workers apply so quickly. You post a gig, and we send out a push notifications to our 250,000 workers on the platform, and within seconds, sometimes you're getting applicants. And we've had people reach out and go, "Are these bots? Is this fake? Or are these actual people that are ready to do my gig?" And we say yes. They really are. And so they've loved that. And I think one of the things that they appreciate the most, like I mentioned before, is really that ability to control the process themselves. You get to pick the hourly rate that you're going to be paying these workers, describe what you need, and pick just the workers you want. There's other options out there where it goes into an algorithm and it spits out a worker at you, and you have no say in the process, or they tell you what you're going to pay to get this type of work done. We really gave all of that flexibility and control to the small business owner.
Wow. All right. Well, that sounds like an incredible resource as we end our Small Business Friday for all small business owners, because you operate across the United States, so not just here in our area. So if you're somewhere else and we're opening a different location, you can help them as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We work with a number of franchises actually across the country where we know needs are different. Whether you're in Nashville or Portland or Denver, the type of workers, the pay rate, the gigs. We're doing gigs coast to coast, and we're growing every day, and we're happy. Also, we're a young company, so we love feedback. A lot of our new features and things we build come from small business owners who say, "Hey, I love your product, but it'd be great if it did this." We'll go and build it. You can't say the same for some, Uber. There's some things that maybe I change. They're not gonna listen to me, but ultimately
Yeah.
we're happy and love getting feedback from our users.
Yeah. Tell about the people who are interested in becoming like an employee that could be selected for a gig. How does that part work?
Yeah, on the worker side, so you download the app and you build your profile, and so you can ultimately build your profile as deep as you want or as light as you want. What we find that is the more information you put about education, tools and equipment, certifications, etc., the more likely you're to be hired. But none of those things are required. It's really driven by how badly do you want to fill this out and get gigs. So you build your profile and then you'll be notified of gigs near you if they match the skills you put. So if you put bartender and a bartending gig gets posted, you'll get notified directly of that. But you can also go in and actually view gigs of any type. So you said, "Hey, I put bartending, but there's a landscaping gig that I probably could do and I may be of interest. I'm going to go ahead and apply to that." We also have full and part-time positions as well. So if you're looking for a full or part-time job at the same time, you can apply to gigs through the app as well as apply for a full-time position. And you can be working those gigs while you're waiting to hear back or going through the interview process.
Wow. All right. I can't imagine no one would not want to go check this out. Tell us again the website.
Yeah, so it's gigsmart.com. And well, we have two different apps: GigSmart Get Gigs, so that's for the workers who are looking to get gigs, and GigSmart Get Workers, which is for the small business owners.
Incredible. All right. Hey, happy Friday to you.
You too.
Thanks for joining us today. We will see you guys back next week. Thanks. Bye,
Thanks, Donna.
everybody.